So can we begin? Can we start the class?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Then, first of all, I want to ask some question about this subject, the term culture. For this, I will show you the PPT. Is it visible, girls? Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now let's start our today's lesson. But first of all, I want to tell you that this subject is called intercultural communication, as you know, and we will learn two terms. Each term combines 34 hours. It means that 17 pairs we have to attend, we have to learn together this subject. Is it understandable?
Yes.
Then, today's topic is about extra-linguistic issues in cross-cultural communication, and the main point of the topic is body language. So, are you listening to me very well? Isn't there any problem? Because I will start questions, brainstorming questions with you, some activities together. I want to be sure that there is no any problem with some digital problems like microphones, sounds, videos. Then let's start. The next one. Questions. What do you know about the term culture, girls? I'm sure that there are only girls here, yes? Irada, are you listening to me? What do you know about the term culture itself? I'm not listening to you, girls. Is it listenable?
Yes, teacher.
There are some misunderstanding. I couldn't listen to you firstly, then now it is okay. So let's start. What do you know about the term culture, girls?
Culture is a characteristics and the knowledge of particular group of people,
Okay.
encompassing language, religion, social habits, music, and arts.
Thanks. Great. Okay, what about others? Other girls, other students? Okay, what do you think? What can be components of culture? What do you think? What can be components of culture? You have mentioned about while giving the definition of the term culture. What are they? Can you give some examples for the components of culture? Yes?
The major
Okay.
elements of culture, symbol, languages,
Right.
norms, values,
Right.
and artifacts.
Right. Yeah. Great.
Thank you.
So don't be ashamed, please, girls, students. If you know something, it's okay. Just share your opinion, share your information with us, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So Clara, with Clara, there is a problem. She has written that the program doesn't work. Okay, it's the case. Later she will enter. Now, students, let's turn to the third question. Do you agree that language is a part of culture? What do you think?
Greece language is a part.
What do you think? For example, you are from Turkmenistan and your Uzbek friends are from Uzbekistan. What do you think? That can language be a part of culture?
I think yes, because every language has own pronunciation or letters, alphabets.
Thank you.
I agree with it.
Thank you. So, and the last is, what is body language? What is body language? What is body language? Do you know anything about the Kachan body language, the term, the word combination, body language? Is there anybody to tell us something about this Kachan?
Yes, of course. Body language is a type of non-verbal communication in which physical behaviors as opposite to words are used to express or convey the information.
Okay, thank you. So thank you for the answers, students. Now let's check our answers. These questions were just warming up activity questions, just brainstorming questions in order to involve you to the class. And now let's check one by one your answers. First question was, what do you know about the term culture? So culture is the most important concept in the social sciences. You know that culture, the term culture can express two meanings. The first is which is non-material culture, which means which you have mentioned about that we cannot touch, they are not tangible, we cannot just believe them, we just accept them, how they exist in our communication. They can be beliefs, ideas, and also religion. These are non-material culture, the aspects of non-material culture. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's turn to the second type of culture, which can be used as material culture. From its meaning, it is touchable. We can see them, we can touch them. That's why the tangible objects created by members of a society, all of them are included in the material culture. So can you give some examples one by one for non-material and for material? For example, What do you think about our old cities, monuments, historical buildings? What kind of culture is it? Is it non-material or material? So students?
I think it is material
Right, you are. Why? Why we...
because we can see it or they and touch. We can touch it. They.
That's right. Yet they are tangible, touchable objects, and they were created by people in history. What about the examples for non-material culture? From your culture, from your traditions, can you give us, for example, as a non-material culture example from Turkmen culture? What can be non-material culture example? As you know, in each country, okay, who wants to speak?
Buildings, clothes, maybe.
Which one? Is it material or non-material?
Material. Yes, material. Cars, tools.
Yes, right, yeah. But what about non-material culture?
Non-material culture refers to the abstract ideas and ways of thinking that make up a culture.
Okay, so what about customs, traditions, habits? Are they material or non-material culture?
Non-material.
Right, yeah, because we just receive, we just accept them how they exist in our society, right? Yes, for example, your parents, your grandparents do like this, they are doing like this, that's why you are resembling them. You are just receiving, accepting them, how do they do. You also continue to do like this. You also obey, you also follow these rules. These are non-material culture examples. Thank you. Okay, this was just about the analysis of the term culture. Now let's turn to the components of culture, which was a question for you. What are the components of culture? As you have mentioned, culture is comprised of 5 different components, which you have mentioned about. They are symbols. Have you mentioned about it? You have mentioned about it. So language, values, beliefs, and norms. So these are main 5 components of the term culture, and which exist in each society, in each communication. Is it understandable, students? Is it understandable?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Now let's turn to the next. It was about language. I gave you the question, can language be a part of culture? And you answered yes. Yes, of course. Language is the key to the world of culture. And we can say that language is the main part of the culture. And language is a system of symbols that allows people to communicate with one another. And language does not exist in isolation. It means that we cannot imagine any culture without any certain language. If we imagine that Uzbek culture, or if we imagine Turkmen culture without this culture's language, it means that there is no any culture. If there is a culture, there must be a language. If there is a language, there must be a culture, of course, a certain culture. And language is a part of culture, that's why. Language and culture are at the core of all human society. So, the next one. Now, those PPTs were all about general ideas about the subject and just introduction to our class. Now we are turning to the main part of our today's topic. This is what's your body telling you? And it means that what is body language? Which was the last question in our quiz, and you have answered. So, what do you know about body language in general? How can we express our ideas, our opinions without using any words, just with our body? How can it be? How can it be?
I think when we want to say yes, we shake our head.
Okay, right, yeah. What are the examples for using body language in order to express some ideas, in order to give some opinion? Enijan, are you going to speak to answer the question?
Сейчас.
So, okay, let's continue. The first main part, which we want to use our body language in order to express our ideas, our opinions. This is body language, and we use body language with gestures, poses, movements, and expressions that a person used to communicate. And don't forget, students, 7%, if we take the communication, the language as the whole diagram, 7% of our communication is included in verbal communication, which we use just words in order to express our ideas, in order to give information, to exchange ideas like this. And the next 38% of our communication consists of vocal language. It means that here we can combine intonation, pitch, poses, and like this. And the rest, the last 55% of our communication combines non-verbal, which we call body language. And from this statistics, you can understand that mainly in communication, we use non-verbal, or we can say that body language communication is used. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I have some activities with you, of course. So eye contact. Don't forget that there are 5 types of body language. If you remember, there were 5 components of culture. Can you remember them? 5 components of culture. They were language, religion, values,
Yes.
norms, beliefs. They were 5 components. And also in body language, you can see 5 types, 5 kinds of body language. They can be eye contact. Can you answer the question, how can we express our opinion by using our eyes? What can we express? Which feeling or which situation, which emotion can we express with our eyes? Which is one type of body language, eye contact. Have you heard the question?
Yes, it may be when we see their information, we first of all we can see it and understand. I think that eye contact also developing the.
So students, here don't forget that we are speaking about how to communicate with body language. For example, if you are astonished, In some smiley faces, you can see that big eyes can be expressed, yes, which is for the astonishing, for the surprise, for the shocking situation.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, yes.
Okay, eye contact. For example, if you look at something or if you look at somebody with big eyes, it means that you are looking at that person or at that object for the first time, or you were not waiting for them and you were just astonished looking at them or seeing them. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, Mara. So, what do you think about facial expression? Which emotions or which feelings can be expressed with our face? How can we communicate with our face? Can we communicate or can we use our face in communication without using any words, without using any sentence?
Yes, when we upset, we get a crying, or our face will be fall. When we happy, our face with a smile.
Right, you are. Or if you are afraid or if you were frightened of something, your face can be pale. This is also
Yes.
facial expression. This being pale situation gives us information that you were frightened. You are afraid of something or afraid of somebody. Am I right?
Yes.
This is also facial expression. Now let's turn to the third type of body language. This is postures and stance. Do you know what is postures and stance?
Yes.
What are they? What can be? Imagine that in our Uzbek tradition, if we are eating, we mustn't lay along the table, along the dastarkhan. So this is postures. Postures are those activities which we use our body itself, our legs, our hands, the whole body. Lying, sleeping, sitting, standing, like this. These are postures. They also speak about some activities, some communication activities according to the culture. Now let's turn to the fourth type of body language. This is gestures. And mostly we use gestures in our communication. Mostly girls. Do you agree?
Yes.
How can we express?
Yes, of course.
Okay, what can be expressed by gestures? Is it understandable?
Жесть полная, ага. Ручные.
Gestures, with gestures, what can be expressed? Students, I advise you to enter again, okay? Because this first attempt, I think it has already finished.
Why?
Okay.
After 5 minutes. No, if it is switched off, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So, with gestures, what can be expressed? For example, shaking hands, what does it mean? This is also one type of gesture, shaking hands, or nodding heads like this. Being agreed.
Shaking hand, it's a greeting, I think.
No, you are right. Good.
charismatic speakers, maybe. Just think. And the influencer know the importance of using hands.
Right, yeah. But you know that not all the gestures express the same meaning, the same communication, or the same feeling, or the same information in every culture. I mean, for example, in our culture, shaking hands, if it means like saying goodbye, in some other European countries, it doesn't express saying goodbye. Do you know about such kind of gestures? Did you understand the question?
Yes.
Can you give examples? For example, let's turn to our culture and to you, to the Turkmen culture, to Uzbek and Turkmen culture, because our subject is intercultural communication. Mostly we have to compare more than two cultures with each other. Understandable?
Yes.
What do you think? Which gestures are the same with each other in each Turkmen and Uzbek culture?
One thing, when the pupils see the pupils, they greeting assalam.
The same. Like shaking hands, you mean? Yes.
Yes, it is also same.
Are there any differences in gestures? The same gesture, but with different meaning. Do you have tapping shoulders like this, omomuses, isomuses?
Yes, I think no difference.
Yes, right, yeah. But if we see European countries' culture, we can see such kind of big differences among the using the types of body language. I mean, gestures, especially.
Yes, I know one. In England, they shake hands. It is say no, and they not your hand. It's not yes. Say that yes. At the Albanian and the Indian, it is opposite.
Yes.
When they shake hands, it is means so yes, and when they nod their hands, it means no.
Right, yeah. That's why while learning culture classes, we must know about the gestures also, because maybe in future you will travel around the world, and as a foreign language learner, we must know which gesture can express which meaning. And the last type of body language is space relationship. Space relationship, it is the last type, and here we can just express it. This express it can be by the space. I mean, according to the territorial culture items, territorial culture, which we have done right now, Uzbek and Turkmen culture relationship. They can be according to the territorial position. Cultures can be differentiated slightly. I mean, very little. According to the territorial, there can be some big differences if we compare European and Asian countries' cultures and the types of body language. Now,
yes, of course.
Thank you. Now let's turn to the next page of our PPT. So, which we mentioned about that eye contact, which is the first type of today's body language topic. Purpose for eye contact. You gave some examples. The first one is speaking information. While using eye contact, We want to exchange ideas. We just look at each other, I mean, speaker and listener, they look at each other in order to exchange ideas, in order to exchange information. This is the first purpose. The next one is showing interest and attention. If you look at your speaker's eyes and you set the eye contact, it means that you respect your speaker, you respect your partner. This is attention. And the third purpose is inviting and controlling interaction. As a teacher, I'm teaching right now, yes? And imagine that if we had traditional method of teaching, I must keep the eye contact in order to look at the speaker as a student. This is inviting and controlling interaction. And the fourth one is domineering, threatening, influencing others. Of course, while using eye contact, you can threaten. For example, mostly with little children, we do like this, yes? While looking with big eyes, we want to say that this is not right, this is wrong, or domineering, and also influencing. While looking or while setting eye contact, we can influence on the situation also. And the next one is providing feedback during speech. Of course, while looking, while setting the eye contact, if we want to agree, we can close our eyes like this. We do while speaking with each other. And the last one is revealing attitudes. They are the purposes. Why do we use eye contact? This is the answers for this question. The next one, which is the second type of body language, this is can face speak, which you have mentioned that if we want to show our sadness, we can just show it with our face. Of course, our face can speak. They can speak about happiness. They can speak about sadness, displeasure, anger, fear, interest. They can speak about these positive and negative feelings, we can say. Now it is turn for you, students. We have an activity with you. Do you see this page? Photos of a man with different gestures. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So as we mentioned about that, there are some common gestures which are mostly used in every culture, in every communication. And here, firstly, let's remind us, these gestures remind us about some feelings, some attitudes. The first one is shoulder shrug. It means, I don't know. Now, one by one, I want to see your gestures. Can you switch on your videos? Students, can you switch? Can you switch on your videos? Is it listenable? Are you listening to me? Can you switch on your videos? Both. Students.
I switched, but
Okay. Maral, how are you?
fine.
Clara? I see Clara. So, others also? Adalat, where are you?
I'm here.
Okay. Irada? Why I ask you to switch on your videos? Because we have an activity with gestures. You must show them. While I read this citation, you must show with your gestures, with your body language. Is that understandable?
Yes.
Okay. You needn't switch on your microphones because we don't speak, we just speak with our body.
Okay.
Okay. What about Irada Paisulaeva? Irada, we are waiting for you. Senemgel Kurbanova and Guzel Balieva. Guzel. Switch. I think, Guzel, you are not listening to us because there is no any symbol for the microphone. Enejan. Okay, it's okay. One by one, you will switch on your microphone, your videos, others, I mean. So, Gulcemal, Maral,
Yeah.
Clara, you are visible. You are so beautiful. And I will read one by one the situation, and your task is to, Maral, why have you switched off your video? Yes, this is okay now. So the first one is, so shrug your shoulders. Shrug your shoulders. Okay, good, Maral. That's okay. Clara, what about you? Gakrimanova, can you shrug your shoulders? Shrug your shoulders. Hi, Clara, we want to see you, not the lamp. Enejan Husenova, can you shrug your shoulders? Okay, so Clara, Maral, you have, okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
Good, not bad. So, what do shrugging shoulders express like this? What does it mean? What does it mean?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Right, yeah, I don't know. Now let's turn to the next one. Just a moment. Let me find those PPT for me. So the next one is puffed chest. Puffed chest. Puffed chest. Can you show it? Puffed chest. Isn't there any problem in the concentration? So, can you show puffed chest? Puffed chest, what is it? Puffed chest. Chest, this is our chest. And can you puff it like this? What does it mean? So, isn't there any problem, girls? I'm not listening to you. I'm not. Very, so. Gulcemal Ibrahimova. Gulcemal, are you listening to me? Can you puff your chest? Can you puff your chest? What is it? Puff your chest. Just show it with gesture. Who can show? Puff a chest. Who will? So, don't you? Maral, can you show? No, not this one. Puff your chest, it means like this. It expresses pride, boasting. Mostly, if you paid attention, mostly our guys puff their chest like this, that they are strong, they are pride. It's understandable. The next one. Sucked stomach. Sucked stomach. Sucked stomach. What is stomach? Can you show your stomach? Sucked stomach. Sucked stomach. So, can you show sucked stomach? Okay. Now let's turn to our PPT. I will read one by one. If you need, you can make some notes about these gestures and you can learn most of them. So the third one is suck at stomach. Who will read it? Clara, can you read? What does it mean? Sucking stomach, what does it mean, this gesture? So, Clara, can you tell us? Can you read it? Is it visible?
I don't know.
No. The third one, suck at stomach. If you suck your stomach, it means that you want to say which sentence?
I'm not as fat as I look.
Right, yeah. I'm not as fat as I look. Mostly in our Uzbek tradition, our women think that they are fat and they say that I'm not as fat as I look. They suck their stomach like this. Is it understandable? So, Enejan, can you tell us if you cross your finger, what does this gesture express? Sorry, what is the expression for this gesture?
No. Protection.
Protection, right? Yeah. Can you show it? So, Enejan, can you show it? Cross your finger in order to be protected, to say that you are protected. I don't see you, Enejan. Where are you?
Here, teacher.
Okay. Can you cross your finger? Cross your finger in order to say crossing,
Oh.
like this. This is for protection. Yes, this one. Thank you. Now let's turn to the next one. The next one is I rub. I rub. I rub. Can you read it? Avoiding. Is it visible? Is it visible?
No. We don't. It's not visible.
Just a moment.
Okay.
Is it visible? I rub.
Yes.
Okay. What does this gesture express?
Avoiding eye contact. Lying.
Lying. If you pay attention, mostly in criminalism, according to the psychology of thief, I mean robbers, they rub their eye. It means that they want to lie. From their eyes, policemen can understand that they are lying and they just rubbing their eyes. And it is called eye rub gesture. Understandable? So, the next one. Who I want to see? Güzel Baliva. You are not visible here. Have you switched on your video, Güzel? Güzel.
Нет, что ли?
There is no any symbol for the microphone in Gozel's Zoom. I think she's not listening to us. Gozel, are you listening to us? We want to see you. We want to see you. Senem Gul. Senem Gul. Senem Gul. Where are you, Senem Gul? Okay, let's continue with a demonstration of the screen. So let's continue. No stepping. Is it visible, students? Is it visible, students? Okay, let's continue quickly. No stepping. It means that mind your own business. Sum upping. We mostly use in this picture. Which picture according to the numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures, 6 photos here. Which number of the picture?
It's invisible.
Is it visible?
Teacher.
Isn't it visible, students?
Invisible.
Invisible, teacher.
Invisible. Just a moment. Just a moment. Let me check it. So, what about now? Is it visible? Ladies, is it? Yes? It is not listenable. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Now, according to the numbers, which number of the photo can express the meaning, good luck, victory? Sum upping. Sum upping. Clara, are you going to tell the number of the picture? Is it visible, the photos? Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Husseinova Inijan, we receive her. She wants to enter our Zoom class. So, number 2, number 6. Did you understand the question? No.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, I will repeat the question. According to the numbers of the pictures, I mean from 1 to 6, there are 6 photos of a man with different gestures. Which one can express us the meaning of victory or good luck? Which one?
6 is shouldering shrug. I don't know.
Okay, no. I'm asking about which. Okay, let's analyze one by one. The first picture.
Good luck.
This was the answer for the given question. I asked you which picture, which number, I mean, among the photos can give us information about good luck or victory. Of course, the first one. What about the second one? What about the second one? What does this gesture express? So?
Best luck victory is a first picture.
Which one?
First one.
First one, what does it express?
Best luck victory.
Yes, yes, we have found it. What about the second one?
Second one.
Don't forget, I want to mention that not all the meanings of the gestures are given here. I mean, you needn't find from the list of the PPT, okay?
Okay.
From yourself, you just say.
second picture, I
Yes,
think
second
it's
picture.
not good.
Not good. Okay, bad luck. It's not good luck. The opposite of good luck. This is bad luck.
Yes.
You can say that the second picture is opposite for the first one, gesture. What about the third one? The third one. I made it more bigger. Is it visible? Much bigger. Is it visible?
Yes.
I made it much bigger. Okay. Third picture. What does this gesture express? We use this gesture in our culture also, in both cultures. I mean, in Turkmen and in Uzbek culture also.
Maybe come on or come here.
Come here, right here. Come on or come here. Okay, what about the next one, the fourth one? When do you use this gesture? In order to express what? In order to give which information? That in order to use your body language.
Protection.
It can be protection if those fingers are crossed, yes?
Yes.
Or with one finger if we use our one finger, our first finger. What does it express? Don't you have any visions? Okay, I will tell you, this is for two situations it can be used, this gesture. The first one, as you have mentioned, while showing the protection, if the fingers are crossed, if with one finger, you are just using first finger, you are expressing that I will show you one day. Understandable?
Yes.
I will show you one day. You will see then. This is for this expression. The fifth one, what is it for? This gesture. So, who wants to tell us the meaning of this gesture, the fifth one? Jan, your microphone is switched on. Maybe you will tell us.
Okay.
Okay, what is it for? Have you found the meaning of this gesture?
Pride of.
No.
Я там не могу читать. Так.
Who wants to add? Thank you. Who wants to add here her opinion about this gesture?
Rubbing palm together.
Okay, it can be also, but mostly we use it me like this. Me?
Yes.
Are you calling me? Is it me?
Yes.
Like this? Yes?
Together. Yes.
Okay, and the last one is shrugging shoulders. It means
know.
that?
I don't know.
Yes, I don't know which you have showed me. I don't know. This gesture is for the sentence I don't know. Thank you, students. Now let's turn the next. I think we have left one. Just a moment. In general, students, today's our topic was about intercultural communication, about body language. What did you understand? from today's lesson? Quickly, let's remember our PPTs. Firstly, we discussed about the questions. Yes, what is the term culture? Can language be a part of culture? What are the components of culture? And what do you know about body language? And what are the types of body language? Did you understand? What are the main types of body language? Can you remind us? This word, can you remember?
Yes, body language.
Don't forget that there are 5 types of body language which we use mostly, and they are eye contact, facial expression, postures and stance, gestures, space relationship. So students, thank you for your participation, and as a home task, I will ask you to watch the video which I uploaded on Moodle platform, and I will upload today the file folder there, and your task is to do that task. Is that understandable?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
Thank you for your participation, and be active on the Moodle platform also. Next week also we are going to meet with each other on the Zoom. I hope that there will be more than 7 students, because we had only, just a moment, Clara wants to be accepted. I accepted her. And because we had only 7 students today, for the first time, I will apologize, but at the next time it will be not let, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your participation, for your responsibility.
Thank you, teacher.
Goodbye. I hope
Goodbye, teachers.
lesson.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, students. See you next time.
Clara,
Sonya,
Doğan katlaştı, devam etmeli.
Doğan seni gördü Doğan.
Ses çıkmadı mı ya?